Welcome students. Today we will start a new chapter and this is chapter 2 and the name of the chapter is Grades on Art. But before going to start, in your book one story is given. So let us discuss the story first. So in this story it is about a girl, a small girl, and she had her birthday. So she was celebrating her birthday and many people came to her house, and the house was also nicely decorated, and many people presented gifts to her. But one present was very nice to her. That means to her this presentation was very good, and that presentation was a globe. I think all of you know that what is globe. So globe is the exact model of the art. So she liked that present very much, and it was presented by her grandparents. That means grandfather and grandmother. So they both presented her. But she was surprised to see that on that globe lines are there. So why these lines? She was very fascinated. That means she was surprised why these lines are. Then her grandparents explained her why these lines are, and in every line there is number also. So she was very surprised. But when her grandparents explained her, after that she understood why these lines are on the globe. So in this chapter we will also come to know about these lines, globes. So let us start our chapter. So first, understanding latitudes. What is latitude? So let us come to know this. So the earth is roughly spherical in shape. So roughly we can say the shape of the earth is spherical. It is like a ball. It rotates on its axis. That means the earth, how it rotates on its axis. That means one imaginary line is there, and on that line the earth rotates. It is called axis. The middle line, it is called axis. Suppose this is the earth and this is called the axis. That means on that imaginary line the earth rotates and is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree. So this line, it is not straight. It is tilted 23.5 degree. So it is tilted. That means it is not straight. It is slanting position. So it is 23 degree. Okay, it is 23 degree tilted. The globe is also designed similarly, and how our earth is, the globe is also designed like that. That means the globe is the exact model of the earth. The northernmost point of the axis is called North Pole. Northernmost, that means it is the northernmost. It is called the North Pole, and it is called the South Pole. So always the axis, that means the upside of the axis is called North Pole, and the downside, the last point, it is called South Pole. And it is marked as 90 degree and 90 degree S. That means 90 degree north. It is called 90 degree north, and it is 90 degree south. So in order to study the realms of the earth and the location of land masses, geographers and cartographers means those who make the maps. So cartographers developed important tools like the globe and map. So to understand the location, various locations, these maps and globes are made. And a globe is a small model of the earth. So as I told earlier, that it is the small model of the earth. Suppose it is the globe and it is the exact model of the earth. It shows the shape and location of continents, oceans, countries, and some important cities also we find on the globe. So on the globe, not all the things we find the continents, that means the land masses, the oceans, and countries and important cities we find on the globe. And a map is the representation of the earth on a flat surface. So map is not like the globe, it is drawn on a flat surface. I think all of you are clear. Now latitudes. What are latitudes? Lines are drawn on globes and maps so that it would become easy to locate a place. That means if we locate a place where the place is, these latitudes help us to locate any places. These lines are not seen on the surface of the earth. That means on the earth it is not there, but for our understanding, these lines, it is imaginary lines. These lines are given on the globe or maps so that we can locate a place very easily. And these are called imaginary lines. An imaginary circle which is drawn horizontally at the center. Suppose it is the center. And this circle, this complete circle in the middle, it is marked as 0 degree. So it is called 0 degree. And the name it is given, it is equator. This 0 degree is called the equator. This 0 degree is called the equator. That means this line is called equator, and it divides the globe. You can see here, it divides the globe into two parts. Okay, it divides the globe into two equal halves. Two halves are there, that means two parts, and a number of circles are drawn parallel to the equator. So parallel to the equator, number of lines are drawn. So these are the lines we find on the globe. So parallel to equator, many lines are there on the globe, and these are called latitudes. Clear? These are called latitudes. The distance between latitudes is always equal. So the distance from one line to another line, so it is equal. All the distances, that means one line to another line, one circle to another circle, the distance is same. The total number of latitudes on the globe is 180. So total latitudes are 180. So there are 180 circles are there on the globe. That means these are latitudes. And the northern hemisphere, if we go from the 0 degree, that means from the equator, if we go northern hemisphere, it is called northern hemisphere, and it is called southern hemisphere. So if we go upward, it is northern hemisphere, and there we find 90 circles are there. These 90 circles are there. And if we go southern hemisphere, there also we find 90 latitudes. So there are total 180 latitudes are there on the globe. The circles of latitude decrease in size. So when it goes up, you can see here these are the smaller portion and this is the largest portion. So this is the largest one, 0 degree. And if we go up, it will be smaller circles. And the latitude at 23 degree north is called the Tropic of Cancer. So the latitude at 23 degree, from 0 degree, if we go 23 and half degree north, if we go up, it is called Tropic of Cancer. The name is given Tropic of Cancer. And same if we go 23 and half degrees southern hemisphere, then it is called Tropic of Capricorn. Then again next, if we go from 0 degree to 66 and half degree, it is called Arctic Circle. And if we go southern hemisphere 66 and half degree, it is called Antarctic Circle. So these are the important lines. These 4 lines are very important: 23 and half degree, then 66 and half degree. So in the northern hemisphere we find 23 and half degree north, 66 and half degree north, and in the southern hemisphere also we find it is 23 and half degree south and 66 and half degree south. So these names are very important. Now longitudes. Now here we find longitudes. So longitudes, that means these are called longitudes. So this way these lines, it is called longitude. These are also imaginary lines. These are not we find on earth. These are imaginary lines. Students, longitudes we will discuss in our next class, but up to latitudes, you watch the video, try to understand what are latitudes, how many latitudes are there, then 23 and half degree, 63 and half degree north, then 23 and half degree south, 66 and half degree south, what it is called. So try to understand, watch the videos. So we will soon come with the second video. So let us conclude here. Thank you.